Good morning, everyone. Today, my group and I will be presenting our assignment on sexual harassment. This presentation will cover the definition, types, impacts, and relevant examples to help us better understand this issue. Now, I will pass the presentation to my next group member who will explain the introduction of sexual harassment.
Hi everyone, my name is Chavena. Today I would like to introduce our topic, which is about sexual harassment. Sexual harassment refers to any unwanted or inappropriate sexual behaviors that makes a person feel uncomfortable or intimidated. It can also happen in many forms, such as gesture, physical contact, or even online harassment. This issue also can affect a person's mental, emotional, or social well-being, and it also creates an unsafe environment for learning, working, and social interaction. For the objective of this presentation are to explain the concept and forms of sexual harassment, which is to increase awareness about its negative impacts and to highlight the importance of prevention, reporting mechanism, and support for the victims.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Atisha Muna Anna Audrey. This slide explains several important terms related to harassment. First, workplace harassment refers to unwelcome behavior at work that often involve abuse of power and creates an uncomfortable environment. Next, sexual harassment includes unwanted sexual action, whether it's verbal, not verbal, or physical action that cause fear of discomfort. Cyber harassment is sexual harassment that happens online through social media or messaging applications. Lastly, consent means a clear and voluntary agreement, and it is important to remember that consent can be withdrawn at any time. Next, this slide shows the main causes of sexual harassment in Malaysia. First, social factors such as fear of shame, victim blaming, and underreporting prevent victims from speaking up. Second, cultural factors, including patriarchal attitude and the normalization of inappropriate behavior, also can contribute to the issue. Third, technological factors, like increased social media use and online anonymity, make harassment easier to occur. Finally, limited awareness of rights and weak enforcement of policy allow social harassment to continue.
Today I'll be presenting about impacts or effects of social harassment on Malaysian society. First of all, sexual harassment is a serious issue in Malaysia that affects not only individual victims but society as a whole. Its consequences can be understood through psychological, social, economic, and institutional impacts, which together undermine social well-being, equality, and development. First of all, I'll be talking about psychological consequences. It may affect victims, cause anxiety and depression, and also feel low self-esteem and trauma. For next is social consequences, which victim blaming and stigma unsafe public spaces, and also reinforces gender inequality. For the third one is economic consequences, which reduce work performance and productivity, and also job loss or resignation, and also will increase organizational and public costs. For the last is education consequences, which may also cause poor academic performance, school absenteeism, or dropouts, and unsafe learning environment. And next will be recent Malaysia sexual harassment issues report for the past 5 years. For 2021, reported sexual harassment cases general, which includes 506 cases in Malaysia, and which child-related sexual harassment is over 418 cases. And for 2022, reported sexual harassment cases is 477 cases, and for child-related sexual harassment is 511 cases. And 2023, reported sexual harassment cases involved in 522 cases, and child-related sexual harassment is 634 cases. In 2024, reported sexual harassment cases is 788 cases, and child-related sexual harassment is 667 cases. And when in 2025, reported sexual harassment cases is about 409 to mid-year plus continued reporting. And for child-related sexual harassment, which recorded as 812 cases from January until November.
So, I will talk about the reading summary. For this part, I will summarize what we found from our reading. First, there has been a rise in sexual harassment cases in Malaysia, especially since 2022. Many of these cases happen in workplaces and also in public spaces. However, many victims are afraid to report the harassment because they feel shame or fear being judged or blamed. Besides that, online sexual harassment is also becoming more common. This includes unwanted message, comment, or image, especially on social media platforms. Many people experience harassment online, but it is often ignored or not taken seriously. Another issue is the challenge in reporting sexual harassment. Many victims choose not to report because they are afraid of retaliation or feel that their cases will not be taken seriously. Even though there are legal systems in places, reporting barriers still exist. So, we move on to philosophical analysis. The first one is Islamic perspective. From an Islamic perspective, Islam strongly emphasizes respect and human dignity. Sexual harassment is considered haram, which means it is forbidden in Islam. It causes emotional and psychological harm to the victim, which goes against Islamic values of kindness and justice. Islam also teaches that individuals are morally responsible just for their actions, so harassment cannot be justified under any circumstance. The next one is materialism perspective. From the materialism perspective, sexual harassment is viewed based on its real social and physical consequences. It creates stress and unsafe environments, especially in workplaces and public areas. This can reduce productivity, affect social stability, and even harm economic efficiency. So, sexual harassment is not only a moral issue, but also a social problem that affects society as a whole.
Hi, my name is Nurwatika. Today I will talk about rukun negara analysis. The first one is kesopanan dan kesusilaan. Sexual harassment show lacks of respect and morality, and then violates proper social behavior. And the second one is kedaulatan undang-undang. Sexual harassment is a crime in Malaysia. Law must protect victims and punish offenders.
Thank you. My name is QURRATU'AINI. Through this assignment, our group gained a deeper understanding of sexual harassment issues and its various forms, including verbal, non-verbal, and online harassment. We became more aware of the serious psychological and social impacts on victims, as well as the issue of underreporting due to fear and social stigma. Overall, this assignment emphasized the importance of respect, consent, and shared responsibility in creating a safer society. For our group reflection on the assignment, we divided the task clearly among members, which helped us work more efficiently. While we faced challenges such as coordinating ideas and maintaining consistency, effective communication allowed us to overcome this issue. Through this assignment, We strengthen our teamwork, problem-solving abilities, and academic writing skills, which will be valuable for future assignment.
And then we're gonna talk about the solution. The first one is practical solutions. Awareness campaign in school and workplaces. Self-reporting system for victims. The second one is philosophical solutions. Teach respect, consent, and responsibility. Build ethical values in society. And the third one is policy solution. Stronger enforcement of harassment and clear rules and penalties.
In conclusion, sexual harassment is a serious issue that affects workplace, schools, public space, and online platforms. It causes significant psychological, social, and economic harm to individuals and society as a whole. Statistics and case studies in Malaysia show an increasing trend in reported cases, highlighting that this issue cannot be ignored. From ethical, religious, and legal perspective, sexual harassment clearly violates human dignity and the rule of law. Therefore, a comprehensive approach involving education, stronger enforcement, and proper victim support is essential. By promoting respect, consent, and accountability, we can work towards creating a safer and more inclusive society for everyone. Then, this slide shows the reference used in our report. This reference consists of credible sources such as government publication, academic journals, and reputable news articles related to sexual harassment in Malaysia. All sources were cited using API format to ensure accuracy, reliability, and academic integrity. As supporting material, this slide presents the appendix containing relevant images related to sexual harassment. The image illustrates examples of workplace harassment as well as online or cyber harassment. These visuals are included to help provide a clearer understanding of the different forms of sexual harassment discussed in our report and to support awareness and educational purpose. Lastly, this slide presents the AI detection results, which shows that our report complies with academic integrity and originality requirements. That's all from us. Thank you for listening.